What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. And if you're new here, I'm a new trader. Just sharing my journey and experience with you. So, you know, I'm trying to protect myself and learn and grow financially. And I think it's important to share, you know, this kind of information. Because, I mean, I still meet people all the time. There's a lady that lives right upstairs from me that has no idea. Works 60 to 70 hours a week, 6 days a week, and you know, doesn't have a retirement account, and just, I mean, works and works and works and works. And I'm like, do you know you can put money into an IRA and make it work for you, and it will sit there and grow, and then you don't have to pay as much tax, and you'll get more tax money back? She doesn't even know how to put her online banking app on her phone. I'm like, God, you gotta come down and I'll set you up. I'll hook you up. Just come down and bring your information. Like, okay. But you know, this has been a deep rabbit hole diving into currencies, how they work, and all the different kinds that's out there. I mean, these are like different world currencies, US doll hairs, and now we even have crypto. So I did a quick little video on the Elapal Titan. This is the little metal thingy I was talking about. So you have a little loop for a lock. It has a really strong magnet, so it's kind of a pain to open, but inside you have these little slots. You take the 4 screws out that you see, that plate comes off. You put your safe words in, have mercy, and put it back on. And then you can close it up. You can hear the little metal letters, and this is supposed to be better protected against fire and water. Well, definitely water, but you know, this feels like, I don't know, aluminum, maybe pot metal, not sure. I don't know. I still think this probably have to go in a fire safe, a fireproof safe. But crypto, I've been looking into crypto a bit. You know, I want to spread and diversify. And I've never really seen a need to hold cash. But, you know, seeing what's going on over in Russia, you know, with people running to the banks to rip their money out. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to have a little bit of cash kicking around. I never used to, just because it was like, okay, well, if I lose it, or if someone finds it, if they steal it, if they rob me, well, you know what? Think about it. No matter where you put your money, your bank, anywhere, someone can hack it. You know, someone can steal your identity. It doesn't matter where you stick your money. You have to guard it and protect it. So, yeah. Any side work I do from now on, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna keep it in cash. Maybe not all of it, but, you know, I want to have a good chunk, just in case. You never know, and it's good to have a little cash on you. But the crypto, I was looking into, you know, you see these fear mongers out there, like, you gotta go all in. You know, they're gonna strip you of everything. And they're gonna drive Bitcoin underground. Well, I don't know. It doesn't add up to me, because let's just say they drive Bitcoin underground. What would they achieve there? So they drive Bitcoin underground. Okay, so now, you know, there's a bunch of people out there like me. Now I have a hardware wallet. Maybe I got some Bitcoin on it, and I want to do a job for somebody, and I'm like, hey, I don't want you to pay me in dollars, because, you know, that currency keeps going down in value. Can you pay me in Bitcoin instead? And they're like, yeah, I'll pay you in Bitcoin. So you get paid in Bitcoin. What does Uncle Sam get out of that? Nothing. He gets nothing, because they drove it underground. So I don't think they would do that. You know, And I already think, they say they're going to regulate it, and I think they are. They are already starting to, and I think it will be fully regulated at some point. That's what I think. And I see a lot of people that say, well, it's going to be really hard to do or whatever, but I'm sure they're going to find some way to regulate it. Because I noticed when I set up this LPL, downloaded the app, they didn't ask for anything. But as soon as I tried to transfer money via a third-party app from my bank account to my wallet, it asked for social security number, birth date, address, everything. It asks for everything. So you can't tell me. If they're asking you for your social security number, you're going to pay tax. I almost guarantee it. So I tried to put some money onto the wallet, but my bank account flagged it as fraud, and I had to go in there and be like, no, that was me. And it got rejected, so I have to go and see Monday. I'm going to try to get some money into the Bitcoin, but again, I think Bitcoin is, potentially, I think there's a lot of institutional buyers in Bitcoin right now, and it could be over leveraged. So, there's a very good possibility that this could come down lower, but I don't know that. I don't know that for sure. Nobody knows. So, this definitely looks like a monthly swing low area. Definitely worth trying to put some money into. So that's what I'm going to go for. And also, we're seeing bullish signs in Bitcoin, like with SHIB. Cup and handle. There's some patterns there. But thinking on what's going on right now, the Fed said they were going to raise rates, right? What happened when they said that? The financial stocks went crazy. They started going up, bullish pennant. We broke out of said pennant on MetLife. And actually that is a very ugly monthly candle right there. So now they're saying, okay, well, maybe we're not going to raise rates because of the war, right? So now, all of a sudden, these financials are plummeting. This is starting to look like a head and shoulders pattern. Off topic, real quick, I got in somewhere here. I'm setting to take profit at this shoulder, just over here, whatever. Price will come up, hopefully, take me out in some sort of profit. I'll make something, and I'm going to get out of MetLife. We'll get into the rest, but they're saying, okay, well, the war's going on, which I think could have been stopped, because Ukraine was like, oh, we want to get into, NATO. And, I've seen other people say, well, Biden could have come out and said that we're not going to bring you into NATO. And maybe that would have stopped the war, but he didn't do anything. The war's happening. And now gas prices are going up, even though we have enough to supply ourselves right under our feet, but we won't touch that. We're going to let gas prices go up, and maybe this is part of that whole strategy that they have going on, that, it looks like blatantly like they're trying to kill us. I don't know. I just don't know what they're trying to do, but regardless, I think they're trying to use the gas prices going up as a possible way to snipe out the inflation that we're having. Because if gas prices go up, people aren't going to be going out. They're not going to be, doing things. They're not going to be buying things because gas prices are going to drive everything up. So maybe they're trying to use the gas price thing instead of having to raise rates, and then maybe the stock market will do better longer, Bitcoin will do better longer. You know what I mean? So maybe these things will continue their trend up for a little while longer. Look, if you look at Bitcoin and SHIB, there's a cup and handle pattern that's bullish. Bitcoin is still structured to the upside on the monthly chart, still, higher highs and higher lows. That's a very, very good possibility. GLDG is doing very well for me. I'm glad, there's a few times where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get out because it looks like it's gonna sell. I had some weekly candle actions over here. I'm like, I don't know, it looks bearish. I held. I'm like, I'm holding this until $3 and I'm not getting out until then. It's still going up. So I'm gonna set a take profit at $3 for GLDG. That should be a few grand anyway. And CEI, I had an order sitting at 34 cents or something like that, and it went up at 45 cents. Started to pop, so definitely I missed the mark there. It is what it is. I thought it would come down to at least the last low, but this is a good sign too. This is making a higher low. So if this is in fact the low, yeah, I'm gonna try to get in this very, very soon. If we have some sort of retracement, I want to see how this acts, but I think energy is gonna do pretty good. So I do think this one would be a good play at what, 50 cents a share. God, you can do some damage with that, but you got to be careful as well. And then these war stocks, it's too late. It's too late. I was like, oh, it popped. I'm gonna wait for a retracement. Yeah, it didn't even retrace. I was thinking maybe this level, like pop, retrace down to this level, and then go. It just went. And I'm not buying at the top. I'm not. I'm starting to see that's how that's what I should be doing in the foreign exchange. And that's what I'm going to start doing is no more short-term plays. I'm in a couple right now, like Aussie, Swiss, and Euro, Yen. I have my, I'm down a little bit in both, and I'm going to try to just get out at break even, which I think I'll have no problem doing. And then I'm going to focus on like 2 or 3 bigger picture moves, and I'm going to hold. Because this is the only thing I have not tried yet in the foreign exchange, is to hold firm on a bigger picture move. So I got lucky this year because I was able to use my foreign exchange losses for a tax write-off and ended up getting all of my losses back in taxes. Kind of weird how that, I was either going to get 0 back or 2 grand, and I got 2 grand back. So, or a little bit under, but regardless, I didn't stick it back in here. It is what it is. But Euro USD. So if they're going to use oil prices being high as the thing that brings inflation down instead of raising rates, then potentially, the US dollar is going to start to fall again and the euro is going to go up. Stock market's going to start to go up and Bitcoin's going to start to go up. I mean, this is what I think anyway. And look, I mean, it's almost like these charts, sometimes they see it coming, but you just don't believe it because, the world isn't acting the way you would think it would need to be acting for it to happen, but then it happens and it's like, what? We hit this area of resistance on USD Mexican peso on the 6-month chart. It held. We held all here. COVID, it popped through, but then look at this. I mean, held, wicks to the downside. It's like it's pushing down, and we keep holding this line. And now price is working its way up. So I'm going to throw Mr. Lux. Wow, Lux loaded fast that time. That usually never happens. But we're getting strong sell signal here. And we just had this big pop, but it's still consider it ranging. So if USD Mexican peso, and I'm expecting possibly one more push higher for the US dollar, then after that push, it's going to come down. So I'm thinking possibly one more push out of USD Mexican peso, maybe up into this clouded reversal zone, And if that happens and we're up in this zone, I'm shorting it. And if I happen to like see it on my phone, whatever, I'm gonna short it. Maybe I'll even throw an order in at the top of this wick here. Yeah, maybe the top of this wick. I'll throw in a short because, big picture, this looks like it's struggling here. And we're like do or die here. We either break out to the upside, or it breaks and goes below this trend line and heads down for a while. And if with what the Fed just said, it would seem like it's going to go down. So yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like on the charts too. But yeah, Euro USD, I had an order sitting here. It didn't trip me. I was a little bit low, so I moved it up a bit, and I actually went from 20,000 to 10,000. I'm gonna start small. I'm gonna start with a small order, and then once we have a weekly candle action in my favor, I'll wait for a retracement, and then I'll throw down what I want to throw down for the entire year, and I'm gonna hold this all the way to the top. Like, I am not going to get out until we hit the top, because I think possibly this could go, bounce, and then break, or maybe it goes straight up and breaks. I don't know. But big picture, the euro looks bullish. And if China and Russia have like a 30 to 50 year deal in oil settling in euros, which euro is the second biggest, US dollar right now is kind of the most used currency for, international and oil, and then it would be the euro right under that. These two are like top dogs. So I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see this thing go up. So definitely Euro USD is going to be one of those trades that I hold super long term. Aussie New Zealand, I'm in this for now. I'm going to see what happens. But it looked like we were starting to form a double top. I thought possibly we were. I threw some money in on Friday, and I was like, I'm going to see how Friday's candle closes. If it closes bearish, then this is in fact a double top from a monthly level of resistance. And Friday's candle did close. Yeah, it closed bearish. Very bearish. So yeah, this is a good sign. It doesn't mean it won't go up. But yeah, I want to ride this all the way down. We do have a weekly bearish candle action from this area already in our favor, so that's a good sign. So I'll probably just let this go with my stop loss above the last monthly swing high. Big picture here, but the losses will be a lot worse if you're wrong. But I'm just gonna give it a shot. It doesn't matter. I can always write it off in next year's tax. And this one I just spotted, actually. GBP NZD. We have monthly buying pressure here. This looks like monthly buying pressure to me. And here's COVID. It came down. We have a swing break right here to the upside. Came down, higher low, came up, nice bullish move, higher high, and we're retracing back down into this like extremely, this is a huge level of support here. This is crazy big. And actually, that's a head and shoulders. That is a head and shoulders. We've got shoulder right here. Price came up, came down, made shoulder, popped up, made this swing high, came back down, made head, came back up, broke it, bullish rotation. Yeah, we closed above wicks and all. Bullish rotation, came back down into, yeah, I think I'm going to load some money on this one. This one looks pretty good. Stop loss below this monthly swing low. aiming to the upside. Yeah, once market opens, I'm going to get an order sitting there. So I'm going to have Euro USD, GBP NZD, and Aussie NZD. That's it. That's all I'm going for. I'm going to go for those three and let them just marinate for a while. And actually, I was able to save myself some money. Euro NZD, there was a monthly head and shoulders I thought I saw here. And price was coming down strong. I threw Lux Algo on, and like pretty much we were getting a strong sell signal right where my order was buying. Something told me to get out. Looking at other charts, I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know about this trade. So I ended up getting out of this at like minimal, like $10 I think I lost. And I'm glad I did, because it just came. I mean, that's tough, because we were looking to short this back here, and then it went up and then came down. That's why it's like impossible to just guess these little things. I'm going for big picture, long-term swings, and then all of this crap, it won't matter to me anymore. You can swing it around all you want. I don't give a shit. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs it up. See you later.